Hey folks, welcome to the R&R podcast where we bring you Rabblin' Rousers. That's a thing. Yes. Anyway, this is one of your fantastic hosts, Ming. Here and along with me, I have Trey.
TP. Patterson.
What's up?
Roland.
Hey.
And Chavez.
What up, bitch?
Big hair.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, in today's episode, I'd like to talk about all the stuff that happened at BlizzCon
Fuck them.
2018. All right, there's a couple things that happened during the weekend. Let's talk about the good stuff first.
Okay.
So good stuff. Overwatch. We had a short with McCree interacting with the new character Ash, who's available on the PTR right now.
Is he going to catch him? He's going to catch them all? Oh, it's a her.
Oh
Shit.
Oh my god.
Is she going to catch it all?
God damn it.
You ready to battle, ass?
My name's not Ass.
But yeah, and also in that same short, they revealed another character, like sort of a robot lady, and Jeff Kaplan actually confirmed that character is going to be a playable character in Overwatch, but not until they're gonna release 3 or 4 more characters in between that time. So she's a confirmed character that's going to be finally progressing the Overwatch storyline, but
Wow.
But
Well, is this a particular individual also African as well? Because a lot of their robots are.
I thought they were Jamaican.
Zimbabwe.
No, I was thinking more
nobody.
Stokes.
Wait,
Mariah
Zenyatta?
Stokes.
Wait. Zenyatta is African?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Nepalan, nigga. Nepalan.
I'm racist.
Yeah. I'm racist.
but yeah,
I'll be shocked.
I
if it
can't
was.
really tell what race the robot is supposed to be. It's just it's just robot lady with sort of the LED face sort of deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that what's her name? Ariza. That's what I call her.
Jizza.
Ariza is from she's
From Chad.
huh?
From Chad.
No,
Because that's an African place. Yeah.
No.
Chad.
Ariza's definitely from where Black Panther from?
Wakanda.
She
I
was
am
like,
from Wakanda.
everybody gets on their point. Behind the barrier.
Oh my god.
Why did you bring that payload home?
Why am I thinking of Uganda Knuckles?
Oh my god.
Do it.
We will never free.
Oh my god.
Oh man. By the way, guys,
The
what's good?
Queen. The Queen.
Do you know D-Wade?
Get behind my barrier. This is Wakanda. Everybody, come on, we go. No, Ariza, we are not going. No.
Oh my god.
All right.
Anyway, getting back on track, as a person who played Overwatch from the very beginning,
Word.
I'm happy they're finally progressing with the plot with this, because every single animation short so far has been like looking in the past. Finally, it's something that actually like moves forward, and the game has been out for 2 years now.
Yeah, almost three. Yeah.
Almost, yeah. You're,
Yeah.
They should honestly, you know what's great about that? It's going to definitely push the envelope on like what's going to happen, like based on how Blizzard has handled things, like World of Warcraft. Me being a fucking dork and playing the shit out of that.
Yeah, nerd.
Me being a dork and playing that, and playing StarCraft. When they have things affect things,
Yeah.
Blizzard just doesn't affect the story. Like, yeah, people get lazy. They go, oh, here's some storytelling, here's some characters. They're going to change stages. They're going to change things. They're going to make things like we're going to watch a short and then we're going to go in and go play our game. And after the update, we're going to be like, oh shit, that's where such and such got thrown through a wall. Or this is an iconic place. And, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Never forget Activision.
Yeah.
Never forget Activision.
We gonna get on that because I have something to say about that.
We will get into
Yes.
that later.
At one time, yes. But go ahead.
No. Today.
Today. Oh, damn.
Today.
Actually, today.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I never seen it at all.
yeah.
And I'm just going in blinded.
Yeah. But, okay.
Stocks are a thing. Go ahead.
Yes. Actually. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, like, it's actually, like, I've been on Overwatch for a hiatus for a while because, like this past Halloween, like, event, it's literally the exact same thing they did last year, so, like, there was no incentive for me to, like, go back in there aside from, like, oh, yeah, some new skins. Like, no, give me some, like, new gameplay that, like, is just different, really. Like, it just feels really lame that they sort of rehash the same Halloween stuff. And I'm just really hoping that, like, this is the beginning of them finally progressing and making more new stuff for Overwatch.
Yeah, everything's basically just been skins and
I would like a new
one
game
character
mode that's
every, like,
team
3 or
related.
2, 3, 2,
Yeah.
I would like a new game mode that's team related. Like, if you could, like, split your team up, like how we, like, yes, they have the control point, but, like, something dope where, like, there's more than just 2. Like, maybe
that story mode that they had,
that was awesome.
That was really cool.
Oh,
it was like that little
yeah.
story. That was
Yeah.
fun.
with like
Yeah,
was it
Red-
Reaper
it was like during
and
Retribution.
like that?
Yeah, Blackwatch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Blackwatch,
fun.
yeah.
That was
I
a great
mean,
event.
they should have a story somewhere along there. I think that'd be a good.
You know, it'd be great. Like, I mean, you do like I said, we had like a 4 spot control point, and you got a team of like 5 or a team of 6, right? It's a team of 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got a team of 6 people. That's 2 people that has to hit each of those areas, and you got to make sure you have the right team to handle whoever's coming to that particular point. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
we all know who failed.
Well, that all depends. Well, in that situation though, I mean, like, do they send just 2 and it's 2v2? Because if it's
No, you could have 3. You might have somebody.
so
who,
then I mean,
you might have one
I'm
person.
not gonna say you stand no chance, but like then why don't we just send 4 people over on one side, wipe that out, and then send the like.
But that's
you
what
know,
I'm saying. But like, it would. But think about it. But
thing.
think about it. It would bring up a whole new type of strategy because you might get over. You might see 2 people like, oh, we about to wipe their ass, and then they do some more crazy shit. And you're like, hold on, you telling me this combination right here is taking us on? Like, I mean, how many times have we actually
I
seen
think you should
it?
have a hardcore mode. There you go. Instant
Yeah.
kills. I
think teams should be separated. You know, like put people in different spots. Like don't have the team together. And
Yeah,
everything.
'cause after a
That's
while,
not,
like-
that's not a death match.
Yeah, like, because you know what I'm saying. You get like a control point, like four control points, and then now you have a team of 6, but you're not building it because we can hold what's gayer. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the gay community for saying gayer. What's cheesier? Let's say that.
Yeah.
You know, what's cheese? What's this? You know what I mean? What'll fuck this other team up? You know what I'm saying? Now it's some real strategy because now you like, hold on, I can't just sit here and be Mercy the entire time. Or oh man, I can't just sit here and use Ariza's thing and just sit behind it and just hope I can power up my team. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the main thing, I mean, not main thing. Since I know you say game modes, they should definitely add on.
Yeah.
I have a gripe with Overwatch for sure that I think should be fucking fixed immediately. I don't like the ability to shoot through your teammates. I don't like that.
You want friendly fire.
I don't want friendly fire per se, but I want something
should be
that
nullified.
to be nullified because I have been shot plenty of times through other people, and I just think that's just unfair. Like you're sitting there behind, I guess Reinhardt, and you're shooting through Reinhardt, not his shield. Like you're like, oh, I'm gonna poke my head up and I'm shooting through Reinhardt's kneecap, headshot with a Hanzo. Like hold up, no, like I don't like. I think like I that's just like my own personal gripe. I feel like that should definitely be like. I'm not saying friendly fire needs to be in the game, or they could make that into the game. That would be a game mode with friendly fire. I guarantee that shit would change the whole fucking landscape.
Yo,
That'd be really funny.
I would not shoot that man.
That would make it where you don't.
Could
just
you
sit there
imagine if you had a
spamming
Moira?
it.
If you had a Moira, you'd be killing your whole team.
You be hacking bitches with Sombra
my
shit.
God.
My bad, bro. I know you had a ult.
Yo, Moira would eat the shit out of it. You could not pick her in that game.
Oh my
mode.
god, Sombra would be a terrible pick because
Yeah.
people would just like shoot anywhere and
Random.
someone could be an
Not
invisible
even that,
Sombra.
you can hack your teammate out of a fucking ability.
Oh
That'd be
my
the
God.
ultimate troll. Don't play that game mode unless you want to piss yourself off.
That'd be really funny if they did like friendly
For
fire.
April Fools, they should release one for this.
That's why I said not friendly
Oh,
fire,
God,
but
that
I'm
was
just saying
amazing.
like
For
have it
April,
where
they should
it's-
release that for a month, so everybody can just get mad and be like, "Nah, it's not a real game mode. We're gonna release it once a month." And if we get enough backing, bring it out.
the back.
And that's the
This ain't
Activision
nobody-
way. Goddamn it.
That's my whole Kanye way.
My whole Kanye way.
The Kanye way.
The whole Kanye way.
The Kanye way.
Let me show you the whole Kanye way.
Nobody.
Hello,
The
Jimmy.
Kanye way.
All right, so
Going back to stuff that happened at BlizzCon, some stuff that I was excited for. Hearthstone recently hit 100 million players.
Nerd.
So we got me as a Hearthstone player is okay, cool. I've been following this game. I get some free stuff for it.
Nerd.
Yeah, so that's fun. They also announced a Warcraft 3 Reforged, which is sort of a remaster.
I'm excited
of
about that.
Yeah, because
I'm excited.
my background with that game is that back in high school, I solely played it to play those shitty Dota mods, where it's just it was pretty much before League of Legends came out. I was playing a version of that, except it was Naruto characters. So that was my game.
I fucked with that. Middle school, I was all about it. I had the horde picture up where they had the skeleton. I don't know if anyone remembers those old wallpapers from that shit, but you could get you had the human or you had the skeleton with the blue flame coming out of his eye. I was like, oh, this nigga needs the shit. I don't get into that.
Nerd.
Looking at the graphics for that they teased for Warcraft 3 Reforged, they look pretty good. I remember that in old Warcraft 3, everything is so hilariously polygon that when the character's mouth moves, it's holy crap, something's wrong with your jaw. And it's
they'd be like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and take this. You're like, damn, why are you talking like Sean Connery? It's Sean Connery.
It reminds me of when you ever go to Chuck E. Cheese, you see the animatronics.
They scared the fuck out of me.
Star Fox scared the shit out of me. 64, they just used to talk and
they'd be like, oh, like, yo, nigga, no. they you rewind your VHS. You're like, nah, I can't deal with that.
And now, so the real meat of what happened at BlizzCon 2018. So, leading up to this convention, schedules were posted saying that, oh yeah, Diablo is gonna have its one of the first time slots. Huge announcement.
Okay.
Everyone was saying because it's been 5 or some years since Diablo 3 came out.
And that game is pretty fun. I'm looking forward to this conversation. Go ahead, man. Keep going.
So what happens is that the guy goes up on the stage and he talks about how Diablo has pulled together so many gamers.
Yes, it has.
Across the globe. And now we want to, I am paraphrasing this, now we want to bring this experience even closer.
Oh, that sounds even better.
So now we are announcing
announcing?
Diablo Immortal, the mobile game.
it's like a horror film.
No! They hold me!
Oh my god, the reception was hilarious.
Yo, hold on. The silence.
Game.
The silence.
Yes.
The silence. The looking up and you realizing that Blizzard's not gods. It's like knowing that Rockstar made a bad game. It's impossible, right? The impossible's possible, kids. Yo,
That's
when they were
fucking
sitting there,
crazy.
I know you know what I'm talking about, Big, where the guy was just sitting there, he was just like,
What do you
I mean,
this
this is okay, right? Everybody was looking around for confirmation. They were looking around for confirmation to know if it's okay to clap or be pissed. And that's an ugly sight.
I got the next meeting when the next BlizzCon. They're gonna announce Diablo, the pachinko machine.
Oh my god, no.
That must be next, right? You take it out of Konami, am I right?
You wanna know what's fucked up, Ming? What you said the mobile thing? Recently, I think it was today or yesterday or some shit. They were I know people are mad about this, but we've teamed up with a bunch of other people to bring more mobile games of the version, mobile versions of the games that the people have learned to love. That's going to be coming out soon. I said,
so skipping on that part, remember how Skyrim got a mobile game?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was about.
I hate mobile games.
But I don't hate it, but you can definitely tell that's how they make their motherfucking money.
That's how they make their money, yeah.
It's not targeted towards us. It's not.
For the
It
casual
is
game.
and it isn't at the same
It's for the
time.
casual gamer.
So really quick, the initial reception, after the announcement, they had a Q&A section.
Oh god.
Where there's two individuals in particular that I want to highlight. The first one, the guy says, "Hey, I'm noticing that in this game there are features that us Diablo 3 fans have been like requesting for a while. Are there any plans to like make this playable on PC?" And the guy just says, no, at this moment we only have plans to have it playable on Android and iOS. And the crowd boos. And in response, the guy just goes, "Don't you all have phones?"
What?
And then and then the follow-up freaking hilarious thing is his buddy goes like, "Yeah, you can play on tablet too."
He said, "Don't you guys have phones?"
Yes.
Where's your phones?
That actually was I don't know if it's still a meme, but like at the peak of the shit posting, like there were so many memes of like, "No, I don't have a phone." We're like, yes, Blizzard, we all have refrigerators, but I don't want to play Diablo on it.
Don't you have a phone?
Ain't that crazy though? Like, all right, so you're sitting there, and this whole thing about the like, most gamers, if you're hardcore, or even if you just play in your system and you're still casual about it, nobody wants to kill their phone to play fucking Diablo all day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not killing my phone to stop my communication with people. I want to go check apps. It's too distracting to play a good game.
And then you get that boop notification.
And you're like, "Oh, I gotta go check this."
Especially
like,
if you're busy. If you're one of the busybodies in the world, which you can vouch for, Chavez, your phone never stops buzzing. I'm pretty sure Trades is up there as well. Like, y'all niggas can't afford to play things on your phone because your phone dies in the first 2 hours of the day.
My phone is for music and whatever type of communication I have to do throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? I do not. That's all I have time for. That's all I have time for on that phone.
And to beat your dick.
That too.
You always have enough battery power to go to.
And if I don't,
go to bleep,
I have a wall
bleep,
charger.
bleep, bleep, .com. It's like,
wall charger in my right hand. That web browser turns on. I can't get enough.
So the second highlighted individual of this Q&A session is a guy who, after his question, was known as Diablo Red Shirt Guy. He's just this guy who just goes up and just says, so is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
out of season April
Yes.
Fool's joke. Yo.
You
You nerds are mean.
He went up to the mic, asked that question, and the crowd cheered.
Yo, and you know
Wait, what was their response to that? Did they say anything?
they cheered.
The guy.
No. The
Oh.
people who were
The people on the stage, so here's the unfortunate thing, is that the people who had to sell this game on stage, you could tell that they knew that this was going to be a shit show. And they just had to defend it because it's their job to.
Yeah.
So, all the guy could do is just, laugh and say, "Oh, no, this is real." Yeah.
It's not a shit show per se. It's just a show that may have shit flung at you.
They were definitely not PR trained or anything.
Man,
Like-
nigga kissing your motherfucking mic.
No, I gotta get him.
I know November is real, but shit.
Oh, my God.
No, but you could tell that the guys were probably not PR trained because they would know how to handle that situation or know what to say around that. If they were freaking oh shit, what do we say to these passionate players?
Because what they were expecting,
sometimes
because you
you
gotta
just
think,
can't
why
maneuver.
PR train you when you're expecting, as a company? I'm not gonna PR train you if you're expecting great cheers. I'm basically sending you out for everybody to go, "We love you," because this is what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But what they didn't understand was, and this is what the company
Niggas don't
didn't
like mobile
understand,
games.
we don't like mobile games.
Well, I mean, I can argue that. So no one liked the Wii U, but Reggie, he sold it to us.
No, we sold it to y'all.
I'm not
No, I'm just still. They're just really good at you could say something and they'll reflect it in a.
That's what I'm
positive
saying.
way.
But why pay these guys that have PR training when you think as a company, not these two, but as a company, if you think that this is just going to be that's like me telling you, all right, listen, you're going to go out I go, Ming, you're going to go out there and you're going to make this World of Warcraft announcement. You're just going to tell these people you don't have anything else to say. All you got to do is talk about what you worked on because everybody's going to be happy because they're just going to hear what you worked on, right? Because it's fucking World of Warcraft. You know what I mean? But because they thought oh, big name, because they're cocky. I mean, it's Blizzard and it's with Activision. It's a cocky situation.
Yes.
So if I go, all right, look, man, it's fucking Diablo. They're going to be happy, whether it's on a mobile, whatever it's not, because it always makes money. We've made the same game 3 fucking times with a couple different features. They're going to love it. They went out there. These guys are like, all right. They're in their head. They're like, I think it's going to be a shit show. Because they know that as gamers, we don't like mobiles. And they got out there, and that's when they got their ass handed to them. I think
you still gotta be PR trained, man.
Well, I mean,
I feel you.
That goes into the thing, though. I mean, yes, you do got to be PR trained. I do agree with you on that. I will say, it's a lot easier to sell a system than it is to sell a game with gameplay features.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
think,
that's the thing.
And,
Like,
think about it, Reggie.
Like Reggie,
we didn't hate Wii U when we first
sell
saw it.
a Wii U, even if it wasn't as great of a console as it should have been.
We
it's
hated
easier to
Wii U
sell it
after we
because
owned it.
You could talk about the GPU. You could talk about the constant games that are coming out. Like it's like all these different compartments of the system that you could talk about to sell, even when it might be a bad game or two, because there's always going to be bad games regardless. But compared to, you're talking about Diablo, the MOBA game, and he's like, hey, this is it. That's all we got. Like, it's not like they're introducing a new system.
And what's trash
so.
is these people got their hopes up because the way it was announced. The problem was, this is the problem with this. Blizzard didn't defuse the fact that this is the next Diablo game. When they were telling people, like, people were like, oh, like when like little hackers or people who like do like they're surfing on the web to figure shit out or whatever, and they were coming back to the communities and going, yo, hey man, there is this talk about this new Diablo game that they're gonna talk about at BlizzCon, and I think we got Diablo 4. This is about to be the big deal because we haven't had, and they kept talking up. Blizzard at that moment, when they knew that this, like, they basically walked in with higher hopes, like, or with the basically letting everybody pipe it up. Like, people were like, yo, this is about to be the big deal. And Blizzard was like, all right, we're not going to say shit. We're going to tell them it's Diablo Immortal, and it's going to be for mobile. That's disrespectful. And because everybody's thinking it's about to be Diablo 4. You could have defused it before the fucking thing came out, because then you could have got everybody's hopes down. Because everybody's hopes is up, and you go, this is Diablo Immortal with all the features for the Diablo 3 that you wanted on a fucking mobile game.
Well,
are you happy?
Well,
slap in the face.
So here's the thing, like, I don't think that Diablo Immortal would be getting like dumpster fired as badly as it is now if they had just announced something else alongside of it.
Yeah.
Like,
big time.
It was because Diablo Immortal got its own like spotlight,
Its own
and
showcase.
nothing else, that it was like because Diablo fans have been waiting for like a new game for the past 5 years. It's like, this is what we get.
Yeah.
And oh my god,
years for a mobile game.
And
That with microtransactions, my nigga.
Yo, it's such a slap in the face.
So here's the really funny thing. Because, well, there are multiple funny things about this. Reception was so poor that, like, so at BlizzCon, there was actually, like, a whole area with multiple, galaxies, like the new phone, like the optimal to play the new Diablo game, like, out for people to play test. And it was just empty. Like, there are multiple, like, pictures of people, like, taking selfies, like, in front of this general area where all these phones are lined up, and not a single person is, like, playing them. It was like, no, it's, like, proving that no one wants this.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not towards us. They don't give a fuck about
Let's,
the gamers. They give a fuck about those
oh,
other
oh,
gamers
oh,
that
yeah.
spend money on shit.
Hold on, but you ready? You ready for this? Those people who they think are going to spend money on it is the reason why their stock is low.
That's actually what happened. Like, it was either, I think it was yesterday,
Yep.
that Blizzard stock, like, went down, like, 7%.
I need to go more.
It's probably still gonna drop more.
Make a statement. Be like, listen, we are not paying for your shit.
Blizzard just made a Capcom move, and it's kind of
Not
funny.
even Capcom, fucking Konami.
Ew.
Like, not even Capcom. Like, Capcom fucked up a little bit. Don't get me wrong, they fucked up, but
I'm about
like,
to say,
I don't think they fucked up to the mobile world yet.
2011 Capcom.
No,
is
they
probably
fucked
the
up a
most
lot.
disgusting Capcom.
But they haven't. I don't know how many MOBA games they have compared to Konami that basically said we're gonna make MOBA and pachinko. Like, that's basically what the fuck they're doing.
Oh my god.
We're gonna give you a zombie fucking Metal Gear. That's what you want, right?
Here's
Right?
Metal Gear
We're gonna
Survive.
cancel
Here's
PT, what we knew was the motherfucking bee's knees of the Silent Hill franchise. Whatever.
Here's your $40 DLC. Trash.
Swear to God, man, that's wild. I did not know that about.
Mhm.
See, but that's because I don't read shit. So I should probably get on that.
More layers to this whole, like, Diablo Immortal thing is that, when the trailer went up on YouTube, that shit got downvoted so hard. Like, I've never seen a bar that like
Low.
I will argue that one. How
that
many
red-
numbers was there? Because there was that one dude who was talking about that Star Wars Battlefront 2. That shit got, I think that was like
Oh
a
my
record-breaking downvote.
But so like the thing is like in this trailer like as time went on and it was honestly okay so as the recording of this Diablo Immortal cinematic trailer has 20k likes but 520k dislikes.
Jesus.
Yeah. And honestly like the cinematic trailer, it looks pretty cool, but it's about what the fucking game means. That it's like, God, this is just hot garbage. Oh, so let me talk about like the actual what people saw in the gameplay. So when you look at the gameplay demos, it looks pretty cool. But then Blizzard confirmed that this game is being outsourced to a Chinese company that has worked on other effectively what are reskinned action RPG games. And then as the fan base became more aware of this, you look at them side by side, it's like, oh my god, it's the exact same shit. How do you think people felt?
And on this moment, I'm showing them that even though it's not on YouTube, which is where he's right on Reddit, with Battlefront, one of the fucking developers says something. Basically, I mean, you pretty much know about it. Y'all can look into it or whatever it is. I'm looking at it now. It currently has 667,818 downvotes.
Yeah.
In history.
Okay,
They are in the
okay.
Guinness Book of World Records right there. So, damn, y'all need to stop trying to go after all this money. You're gonna get money regardless.
Mhm.
Why are y'all always trying to make more money? Why? I get it, but why? I already got billions of fucking dollars. Just be so. What if you're like 100,000 less? Nigga ain't gonna fucking affect everything because then you can just bounce back with something else. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, like a lot of people have been saying that like this proves that Blizzard like truly doesn't know their fan base. Like that's so okay. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I guess like try to a bit here.
That's what I'm talking
So mobile gaming is very popular in the Asian market because there's so much downtime with like them having to take public transportation every day.
In
like
the Asian market.
Yeah, like Japan and China.
But Ming, you're Asian.
So like okay, so like from like sort of if you're sitting in your ivory tower, like you look at those numbers like, oh yeah, this is an untapped market. We should totally do this. But then us here in the States, like I fucking drive to work. I don't have time to freaking like play Diablo on my phone. Like while I'm driving, I'm gonna get killed if I do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't Diablo
Or
and drive.
you can just do it anyway and just risk it all.
Oh my god.
Diablo
Sometimes
and drive,
it be those days.
I'm gonna say, like, I agree with that. Like, and especially in America, like, we're not, when we get home, we're not like, oh man, I'm gonna check out my phone. We check out our phone because it helps us escape whatever reality we have to deal with at work. Like, a real quick check, like, oh yeah, oh that girl I like hit me up. Oh yeah, da-da-da.
Oh yeah, some drama. Oh
Right.
shit, my stream is on. That's it. Like, it's not really for me to sit there and dedicate hours and hours on end to, focus on the fucking game when I'm at work. And unfortunately, y'all niggas is fucking with my productivity. If I were to play your game. Like, so you want me to fuck up? And unfortunately, in my job, which is healthcare IT, I fuck up and that could cause a nigga's
Oh my
life.
god.
So, they're like, we can't give him medicine. We lost him, doctor. No! If only this nigga would have fixed our goddamn system faster. And I'm just like, man, I love this MOBA game. Diablo Immortal, yeah.
Oh my god.
Who? I ain't shit for that one.
Yeah.
But no, like, that's just fucking wild. Like, I can understand why. Again, I can try to understand why they want to do the MOBA attack, but why don't they have it where, like, if they want to focus on that untapped market, and if you say it's predominantly in the Indian and Asian area, why don't you just release it there? I know that I'm just port it there because honestly, we don't have that time. I mean, but at the same time, not all of it is directed towards us, and I get it, but it's just
It's being
I don't
outsourced
have-
anyway
like, huh?
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
Like they're outsourcing it to over there.
Yeah, so like, why don't you release it over there? And if I mean, like, it's so complicated. where it comes to like I see what they're doing, but at the same time it's like just for my personal feeling towards MOBA games is just I don't care about it. Like that's not my idea of gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that Nintendo did it well, but guess what? Nintendo don't take text messages. Like so, Nintendo don't gotta call their mom every once in a while. Like like that's what Nintendo don't do. But y'all niggas out here thinking I want to burn through my battery when it's obviously I don't want to do that. I have other shit to do with my phone, with my life, a little bit. So it's like, no. Like, and then not on top of that is that it's not like you're creating these games because, oh man, this is your blood, sweat, and tears, your baby. You put your work into this. This is what you want. It's not that when you create a MOBA game. You create a MOBA game because you're like, how can I get more money out of these stupid assholes? That's essentially what you're telling me when you make a MOBA game.
Me personally, like what you just said right there, I feel like MOBA games are good for like up and coming developers. People who are trying to make enough money and try to like build their shit up. You know what I mean? Something that gives them that revolving door of revenue. You know what I'm saying? So that they can go make the dream game that they want. You guys are already like one of the top dogs.
You're not even a fucking AAA. You're not even AAA. They're like fucking 5As or some shit.
Like
goddamn.
You guys are like the gods of like the gaming industry. Like one of the many companies that we feel can never do wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you guys are now going to be one of the biggest examples of all time. So now, hopefully Blizzard learns their lesson from this shit and goes, yo, let's stay away from this shit. And if we are going to do it, let's do it with a genuineness. You know what I'm saying? Work on some shit that you know your fan could be like, but them not like you said earlier, Ming, them not knowing their fan base, like them not paying attention to their community, that goes to show you how cocky they are.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those guys going out there, like I was telling you earlier, them not being able to answer questions. But no
one's going to tournaments and spending all this money to sponsor Diablo.
Yeah,
they're gonna do that for all the other games they got. They don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah,
game
they're like, why pay for PR?
On...
Why pay for PR? When I'm like, I'm gonna send you out there, and everybody's gonna fucking cheer. You know why? Because we're Blizzard and we fucking made Diablo. Boom, and then they got out there.
I would pay for PR to save face though, because right now,
Absolutely.
If they knew how to spin it, like now they're coming out and the PR, I guess the PR team talked to them and said, hey, tell them that we're working on a new Diablo game.
Yeah, so, like, after all of this backlash, I think one of the people that, like, had to, was on that stage, like, had an interview with Kotaku saying, hey, like, yeah, we did actually have plans to announce, Diablo 4, but, like, Blizzard, like, I'm taking, like, his words for what they are. He said that, Blizzard had a last minute decision to pull that announcement and just show off Diablo Immortal.
But check that out though. Check that backpedaling ass answer.
Because that's PR.
I really don't have a game, but I'm saying that we have a game because it'll be easier. You know what they have of that game? Some illustration. That is
not even. They got fucking. They got illustrations. They got storyboard.
They got illustrations that didn't make it. They got illustrations that didn't make it into Immortal. And they're like, oh, this Diablo 4, pre-alpha shit. What, nigga?
Pre-alpha shit. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh man. Ooh.
So can we say that they do not know D-Way?
They needed to get behind the barrier.
Blizzard has lost their way.
We are losing the point. We'll get so much backlash from
but Blizzard gonna find us and downvote us. Hey, don't stop clicking. Don't stop clicking. Like
now Wakanda gonna show up and beat our ass for using for saying that she from Wakanda.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I guess like last notes on what I know about the whole Diablo Immortal fiasco. From some people that I've read that have playtested the game, it does seem to, even though it's pretty visually, it's one of those games where like you just download, like you get a new phone, you download a bunch of random ass games to like just try out what your new phone can do, and then you like play for 5 minutes, like okay, I'm done with this. That's pretty much like what the review of the
fucking mobile games.
Yeah.
Think about that shit. How many times have you been like, like for instance, Final Fantasies and Star Oceans and all that shit. You're like, yo, you know what I haven't played in a while? Let me go check this out. For instance, great example. Me, I was telling Trey, I was like, yo, I'm really itching to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know why. I'm just really itching to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And he was like, yeah, I was like, I got this shit on the phone. I was hyped for 5 minutes. Clearly, this is really how long it was. 5 minutes. I was like, yo, bro, I got this fucking shit on the phone. And play just like the ones on the fucking system. We gotta play this shit. He was like, yo, I'm about to play this shit too. So he got it, and then I realized.
My finger picked up 2 cards.
Yep.
I got big ass fingers.
and that, and the simple fact of my battery was down to 20% after my second duel. And I was like, yeah, this ain't my life.
If it ain't true.
And then I got off of that shit. And I went and I proceeded to go buy the 2015 version. That was $20. And I was like, you know what? I get to go through all the fucking games. Fuck y'all. I'm alright with this. And I'm happy. I still play to today.
Because, well, you could play it on a tablet.
Ew.
Doesn't everybody have phones?
Doesn't everybody have phones?
I'm about to say, well, some people have fat fingers. Isn't that right, Trey Fat Fingers?
Trey Fat Fingers Patterson.
I was mad because I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I went to go press the Dark Magician, and I picked up him and a magic card.
that shit cost him a duel. That nigga said, I ain't playing this game no more.
That shit does cost you a duel. Or you go click something and then it freezes and then you mad because you trying to like get the right card and they got another card in your hand. You like, no, this is the counter. Like,
I think mobile games should just stick to like puzzle games, simple things. Like if it's too much, like the controls are like they're too tiny.
When I see controls on the screen, I don't like it.
Yeah, don't be trying to tell me, yo, this new game that you can play where you're in a mech and nigga, if I have to turn my phone sideways and turn it into a fake ass touchscreen joystick, I don't want to play you.
Cause like
I don't want to play you at all. Cause that shit doesn't. I can't focus driving while doing this.
Yeah, because your fingers,
I can't focus.
Your fingers are covering up the screen.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think it's so I remember Marvel vs. Capcom 2? As a mobile game.
Oh my god,
oh my god,
it was so sad.
I was like, ew, like you telling me a game that hurts fingers I can play on my phone now, so I'm gonna break my screen? Like, you want me to break my phone so that I can do a combo with Akuma? Suck my ass.
Suck my ass.
It reminds me of my cousin where he would play the fighting games where you just tap, and I'm just like,
you talking about Marvel phones?
He was like, yeah, man, it's fucking fun.
I'm number 3 in the world. Yeah, if you beat your dick every day, you could be fast too.
Oh my god. I'm about to say carpal tunnel, nigga, but damn.
I'm just saying, if you beat your dick all the time,
yo, why you airing this nigga the fuck out on here?
I'm just saying, you go ham like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
But you tap fast too.
I used to beat my dick at 13 a lot. Of course, I'm fast at Mario Party when it comes to tapping the A button on the GameCube controller. Damn it.
And so is that why? Is that the real
That is
reason?
why I have 200 taps in 1 minute when you guys only have 89.
Oh my god.
your 13-year-old Chavez lost the way.
I lost my way.
You need to get right with the Lord. God damn.
It was like, all right, come on, everybody, time to tap the A button. All you heard was fat.
That was that nigga's motivation real quick.
I'm telling you. Eye of the tiger.
Them tap games are nasty. Like, how do you play a fighting game like Mortal Kombat or Injustice on a phone and you're doing combos?
I tried to play Marvel's.
If you tap 5 times fast, you know, you get to do a 20-hit combo. No.
Something doesn't feel right. Like, you're just tapping and you're not doing anything. It's like dodge by, like, swiping your finger so you dodge the punch. Like,
this shit's ugly. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to tap you. Oh, dodged you. Like, that's not a fighting game. Like, that's not even, you're playing rock, paper, scissors with a tap, a swipe, and a down swipe. That's all you're doing. You're not doing anything special. Mm-hmm. You're not doing anything that takes, like, real skill.
Wow. Now, you say it'll take real skill? Sometimes you gotta know your opponent, okay? I need to know Ass Eater 28 is over here trying to swipe down, and I gotta swipe up so that nigga keep the meanest uppercut.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, when you're going against Dingleberry's 87 on fucking
on
fucking PlayStation, and you have to know. First off, let me tell you what takes skill. Playing Soul Calibur and somebody using a fucking a pole arm character, and you are a short range character, and you have to outthink that motherfucker and get all up in there. That takes skill, damn it.
But you tell me, motherfucking clit with lips doesn't work.
Clit with lips.
Clit
Clit with lips? You telling me clit with lips and out there it's somewhere in South America?
out here dominating the fucking scoreboard.
I think what people forget too is that outside of the States, like some people, all they have is phones. Like, you know, they don't get like the expensive consoles, so they play things on the phone.
But you know what? I can respect that if you release it there. You get what I'm saying? Because those guys, like those individuals, they don't get that. They don't get a chance to play the things that we get to play. So when you release it there, it's like, oh man, I've always seen this on the internet. I've always seen this on YouTube, and I've always wondered what it would be like. Now I get my chance. Don't release it here where we're fucking like
we're spoiled.
We're spoiled.
Yeah.
You bring me that shit, like
We're not spoiled if we're giving money.
We're spoiled.
No. If I'm paying for a product, that's not me being spoiled.
That's true.
It's me knowing my worth and what I want.
So actually, that's another point that like happened with this aftermath is that gaming journalists were saying that, oh man, entitled toxic players are complaining that they don't have their new Diablo game to enjoy. They have the damn like. Do you think we're I disagree with.
I do not think we're entitled.
Yeah,
I think what it is we've thrown.
Give it
so
to me
much
free,
money.
and then I'll let you know if I'm entitled or
not. We've thrown so much money at. I mean, even if you didn't play as much. I mean, I think everybody here has played Diablo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was playing. I've been playing Diablo since 2002. 2002. I've been playing Diablo since 2002, and I'm gonna be honest with you. As a person who enjoyed that game, that also, like, with Blizzard, that made me go to World of Warcraft. That made me want to play, it started StarCraft, then Diablo for me. So, that made me want to play the rest of the Blizzard games. That made me want to, invest in their shit. So, as a consumer, as somebody who, I don't feel, I'm not entitled. I've been funding your fucking IPs since the beginning of fucking time, and when you show up and you give me something that is definitely a slap in my face.
You gave me shit on the plate and
You know
said,
what
"Do you like that shit?"
He was like, "You
I don't like that shit."
Like, think about it. Think about how cocky Blizzard can be right now. Think about it. You have Overwatch, who's making you fucking millions. You have fucking you got World of Warcraft that's making you millions. Diablo 3 is fucking old, and it's still $60 fucking dollars, and the fucking game is, you know what I'm saying? And then when they bring it down, they re-release it, and guess what? It's $30 now, and guess what you get to have? The Necromancer. Oh, thank you. Finally, we've only been begging for that for fucking 10 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? But the way that they drop shit is just like, all right, you happy now? You know what I mean? It's like that dad that's not there. He tells you he's gonna pick you up on the weekends. He doesn't show up, and then he finally shows up and goes, "I fucking do everything for you. I make sure everything's great for you." You're like, bitch, this is the first time I've seen you in 2 months. Like, y'all supposed to be happy with this visit? Like, I've been waiting about...
Look, son, I lost the way.
Like, I'm sitting by the door with my bags like, yeah, damn, my dad coming. Like, man, I couldn't make it, man. I don't got my good socks on. So, I see you next week. You know what I mean? And that's what Blizzard did. Blizzard got cocky, and they were just like, you know what? We're gonna drop shit on this, like the way that we drop shit. Actually, you know, they do well about Overwatch. The way they drop shit for World of Warcraft. They'd be like, here's this minor patch. You guys are gonna keep paying for it. Bye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
loot crates.
Yeah.
That niggas want skins for. Cause y'all niggas give me your money.
But yeah, like Blizzard makes way too much money to drop some poop like that and then act like we're supposed to be like not like happy, like, oh, you guys are acting real entitled. No, bitch, you're acting entitled because you think that we're supposed to be like, oh, you dropped something? Oh, for the phone? Thank God, Blizzard, this is all I needed.
Exactly. Like you expect us to sit here and be like, oh my God, you gave me shit on the plate. I definitely want to eat this shit, and I'm not with that.
Exactly.
And I'm not even like following you niggas like that. So like. That imagine if I was a fan, I'd be
I thought Trevor was gonna be like, and I'm not even a shit eater.
They can suck my ass. That's how I feel.
Roll's looking at me intently.
You are already dead.
Oh my God.
He needs directions to the way.
Nobody.
Nerd.
But yeah, anyway, so that's pretty much like what BlizzCon 2018 was all about. So, guess we can call that an episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait I look forward to BlizzCon 2019.
I know, right?
BlizzCon 2019.
Where next time
it's
they
gonna
give
be,
you,
it's gonna be so much dick sucking at that shit.
It's gonna be Diablo on your watch. Ha!
Oh, we did forget one. We did
Oh,
forget one
forget
announcement.
one thing. We forgot one thing too. The Overwatch thing about a character, or people wanted a certain character. within
Oh,
Overwatch.
okay, yeah,
We
actually,
can go over that. Real
All right,
quick.
yeah. So to review on that controversy, the new character Ash, she's a white American woman, and with that, a lot of people were like, "Where is our black African American woman
Totally
in
in the game
Overwatch?
already.
Overwatch, you're racist." That's what they said, and Daddy Jeff Kaplan.
Daddy Jeff Kaplan.
Well,
Jeff Kaplan is my main.
He even came out saying that, like, don't worry, we have plenty of awesome new characters planned. Cool your tits, bitches.
That's what he said. That's crazy. I gotta get that motherfucker.
I
paraphrasing?
What's
Okay.
crazy is that for them to call Overwatch racist is the most diverse motherfucking game I have
You
ever
got
seen.
fat niggas.
You got
dumb
fat
niggas,
people, dumb
ugly
niggas.
niggas.
You have Australians. You have
Hamtaro.
you have bestiality.
Niggas.
you have you got Harambe. You got Hamtaro. You got the white Western. You know what I'm saying? The white all American.
You got gay
you know
niggas
what I'm
in there?
saying? You have people of the LGBT community. You have
You a bunch of
African.
niggas.
You have African. Hold up. First off, you got Doom Dick Daddy in the game.
Doom Dick Daddy.
Doom Dick Daddy. I don't care what nobody says. Doomfist, he is a porn star. He is a black character. You get what I'm saying? And all the robots in the damn game is from Africa. I don't care what nobody say.
Not only that, Farah and Anna are Egyptian.
They're
and
Egyptian. They are black.
African.
You can't, like, so for you to say
Doesn't count, Chavez.
so for you to say what people are looking for, they looking for stereotypical black. That's what they looking for. They looking for Marquisha who uses fucking food stamps to stop everything. Like that's what they looking
She
for.
shoots her claw nails out like
Yeah, we got a new scratching player. She run up on you when she'll get her food stamp money. Like and that's I'm just saying like I'm taking it to a huge extreme there, but I'm just saying like you can't scream that you want a black character and you don't know your history and you don't know historical facts. Like Egyptian people are black, dumbasses. Like the characters that they're basing some of the robots off after, they're from Africa. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit, like, there's like maybe like
There's
like a
it's
handful
so diverse.
of white dudes. Yeah,
it's so diverse.
you even
Now,
have-
don't get me
you
wrong.
have
I
Asian
can see,
characters.
like, like you're like, oh, there's a lot of white people in there, but whatever. It's a fucking video game.
But no. But if you really look at Overwatch, I'm pretty sure it's probably, what is it, 4 or 5?
They got Mexican people in there.
Yeah, everybody else isn't that like
Who are we missing? Who is missing?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like for you, to say,
We got Russian in there.
We don't got someone from Canada.
You know what? You're right.
Yo, you are right.
Unless we look it up. Overwatch Canada. Hold on. While y'all niggas talking,
Holy
I'm gonna look it
shit. Yo, that was Yeah, Canada
Oh my
needs to be
God.
mad. Canada's allowed to be mad, not the black community.
you
Yeah,
only
I'm seeing
you only
it.
get
Just
like
read up the
Team
tea right
Canada.
now.
You only get the freaking Overwatch.
Overwatch,
players.
the new Canadian hero. I don't know.
Nah,
It's no
nigga,
one.
that
It's
shit's
just
fake.
someone.
But
yeah, it's
regardless
fake.
of it is, we know that, maybe that might be the weak point. I mean, I don't really follow everybody's story like that. So.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Overwatch is the most diverse game next to fucking Street Fighter, all day long.
But
All
yeah.
day long. Oh, and one last announcement we didn't talk about. Seriously, we got to talk about this. We don't got to talk about it, but we got to say it.
Seriously, we gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft Vanilla, the Vanilla John, like where they're going backwards, like they're re-releasing regular World of Warcraft, like without all the expansions and shit. Dope. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Okay. So, and before I know, I like to add in, my thing real quick, and then you can easily dismiss it. If you suck shooting, scoped in under pressure, do not pick Ash at all. You're trash.
I love scoping.
If you can't shoot while scoped in, do not, and this is my public announcement, do not play that character. And that's all.
No.
It's like,
and
you
that's
play-
all, folks.
if you play that character on my team, I will find you, and I'm gonna put the pause on you.
Yep.
That's all, folks. All right, everyone, have a good night.